My dear lovely children, of class 10th and 12th for the session 2021-22. In this session, my dear students, you have to appear for the examination in two terms, 50% for term 1 and 50% of term 2. Also, we know that the term 1 examination, that is 50% of the syllabus, 50% of the whole marks, is going to be conducted in the month of November and December. Also, we know that this examination, that is term 1 examination, is fully based on the pattern multiple choice question. Now, how to respond your answer for these multiple choice questions in your examination of term 1? For that, CBSE has circulated a sample answer sheet where you have to respond your answer. I am here to talk with you how to respond your answers for term 1 examination of different subjects. Okay? You have to respond your answer on the sheet which is known as OMR sheet. Let us try to understand this OMR sheet. Here you see the logo of CBSE. Then you see Kendriya Madhyamik Shiksha Board, Central Board of Secondary Education, Uttar Patrika answer sheet, माध्यमिक परीक्षा कक्षा 10वीं secondary school examination class 10th and for 12 also it will be written as class 12. Okay, and the instruction use only blue and black pen, point pen. So this is the instruction. We have to answer with the help of only blue and black point pen. No, you cannot use pencil or any other things to respond your answer. So this is the heading of the answer booklet, answer sheet. Okay, and then you see at the left corner, here it is roll number already printed, roll number in digits and word already printed, day and date already printed, serial number and name already printed, subject code and name already printed, candidate's name already printed, father's name already printed, subject code and name already printed. Okay, so you see all these things that we have just gone through are printed. No need to write, it will be printed. Now next part, you see barcode, no need to write anything else here. OMR number, it is given, printed, no need to write anything else. Then question paper code, it is here, and below it there are boxes, blank boxes. Here you have to write with the help of blue or black point pen only. Okay, so what we will have to write? Question paper code. And from where we get question paper code? When you will get in your examination hall your question paper booklet. On that question paper booklet you will have your question paper code, and that code you will have to enter in the box separately. Okay, good. Now below it, look here, what is written? Some examples of wrong correct ways. Here, wrong method by which one can answer the question. These are the wrong method. Here in number 1, 2 boxes has been darkened. Two responses has been darkened, etc. In second, only tick mark. Third, 2 responses have been darkened. 4, only some part of the last one circle darkened. So these are the wrong way to respond the answer that you want to write. The correct way is given here. So you see, in one full circle, in second full circle, full circle, full circle, full circle, whole circle, darken. So this is the instruction. Below question paper code there is an instruction to fill the method, the way, the proper way how to answer. Okay, then in the next part you see the instruction is here, only one circle for each question and write the answer in the box. It is the instruction. Means here first of all let us see how many answers, how many questions that you have to answer in the OMR sheet. Question number 1, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 15. Then again 16, 17, 19, 20 and so on, 30. Then again 31, 32, 33, 35 and 45. Then again see 46, 47, 48, 40 and up to 60. So here there are 60 questions that you can respond in the response sheet, in the OMR sheet, or 60 questions. So in some particular subject it may be 25 questions, in some subject it may be 50 questions, and some subject 55 questions, like that. In some subject it may be 60 questions. So if you have only 25 questions, so you just have to fill 1 to 15, then come to next 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 25 up to this. Okay, you don't need to fill any 26, 27 to 60. So how many questions you have? Continuously you have to respond according to your question number. Okay, the first one thing. Now how to respond? Suppose for question number 5, the correct answer you feel, you understand that the correct answer is B. So you need to darken B, not in red color please, in blue color or black color with ballpoint pen only. So this is the correct way. Suppose for 6 or for question number 7, correct answer is A. So darken circle A. Okay. Now, so these are the responses for multiple choice questions here. But after these responses, here you see the blank box for each questions. Question number 1, question number 2. For each question you see blank boxes. For each questions you have blank boxes. Why? Suppose you answer the question, it is C for question number C. So here also you have to write C. Okay, suppose it's question number 5, you see, you find its answer is P. So in the box you will have to write B. Okay, but one thing that is very, very important, you must understand. Now suppose for some particular question in mathematics, and where there are numerical calculation is there is rigorous numerical calculation, where it may be that sometimes you feel that in question number 4 the correct answer is A, and you darken it, and after some time when you are reviewing the question, you feel, oh, due to some calculation the correct answer should be D, but I have darkened the. Now you don't have any option to correct it. You cannot cross it. This is the wrong way. So CBSE this time has given in multiple choice question an option by which you can make it correct. Just if you have darkened the response A, let it be darkened. Okay, and suppose its correct answer is D, just write D in the respective box, corresponding box of question number 4. So your answer for question number 4 will be marked as D, not A. You got it? Again I am repeating the things why these boxes are. First, which answer you are darkened in the response, the same you have to write. Suppose for question 2 you have darkened B, and now you want to submit, it's your final decision, so you will have to write here B. But when you review your answer, you find correction at that time. For example, question number 6 you have darkened B, and now you feel that no, the correct answer it is D. So you don't need to darken D, just write D in the box, corresponding box of question number 6. You got it? Is it clear? Any problem? No. Again I repeat, in the box what you have to do, first of all, it's my suggestion that first of all solve all the questions. Suppose you are appearing for a question paper where you have to answer 50 questions. So what you have to do, make all 50 responses darken. Those you, or if you don't want to leave anyone, if you know all the questions, and I think there is no negative marking, so you must have to approach all the questions. Don't leave any question without response. Okay, and then after making response for all the questions, then when you are for review, at that time if you find in any question that it is wrong, then what you will do? For that, you will write the correct answer in the corresponding box, and in all the boxes you will have to mention the response. Means in all the boxes, suppose for question number 10 the response is B, question number 11 the response is C, which you have darkened, question number you have darkened, okay, cool, okay, it is B, you have darkened here, it is D, you got it. Now you think question number, when you review, you think that in question number 4 and question number 7 you have a wrong response, you have to correct it, and apart from these all are correct. So first of all, what you will do in question number 4, suppose the correct answer is B, just write B here, and question number 7, if you find the correct answer is A, just write A, and now all other options, all other responses are correct, just write for question number 1 it is B, write in the box B, okay. Question number 2 it is D, write D in the box. Question number 3 it is B, write B in the box. Question number 5 it is D, write in the box. Question number 6 it is B, write in the box. You got it? Any confusion? What you have to do with these boxes? Okay, you got it, dear students. Now here there is a star mark above the box. It means in these boxes what you have to do, you have to write the response that you have done, but it's my suggestion, first of all mark the responses, all the responses for all the questions, and then review it. If you find any correction, first of all the way I have discussed, make the appropriate correction in the box, and then write other true correct responses in the remaining boxes. Okay, now the next column, here you see this is the next column. Okay, in your OMR sheet, where for every question number 1 there is a response here, there is a box here, and again you see the circles with the question numbers. What we have to do with these circles with the question numbers in question number? These are the question numbers in the circle. For that, the purpose is here is that if suppose you don't want to answer question number 6, just what you have to do, you have to darken it. It means you have not responded question number 6, you have left. Suppose you want to leave, you do not want to respond question number 10, what you have to do, you have to darken. Okay, but please do not dark these if you have responded. Suppose you have solved the question number 3, you have responded it B, so you need not to dark in here question circle 3. Okay, you got it? So is it clear, my dear students? Is it clear what you have to do, how to respond your answers? Now at last, write the correct option. Here it is the instruction for star marks, star mark, star mark you see, these are the blank boxes, write correct option. Has darken circle if question not attempted, darken circle if question not attempted, just we have discussed. Now after that we see a big box rectangle where it is instructed to write in your own handwriting, I confirm that all particulars given above are correct. So here we have to write it. What we have to write? I confirm that. I confirm that. You have to write I confirm that within the box all particulars like that given above are correct. Okay, what you will write here in your handwriting? I confirm that that all particulars given above are correct. And then here you see signature in your running hand, as I am writing here. Here you have to sign. Okay, so from your side the OMR sheet will be completed. Here at the bottom you see total correct answer. You don't need to write anything else here. Please do not write in these boxes anything. Okay, total correct answer to be filled by coordinator, not by you. You don't need to write anything else here. Okay, and then at the top you see at the top last signature of invigilator and his identification number, evaluator signature and identification coordinator signature and identification number, observer signature and identification number. You don't need to write anything else here. Be careful, do not write please here. So see you, all the best, my best wishes. Core of heart, all of you must do well in the coming examination. All the best. Thank you.